Alright, how's it going, everybody? It's Shinigami here to bring you another Pokemon video after much time delayed since the last Pokemon Presents. Yeah, we got a lot of news. None of it actually is good, but I understand plenty of Pokemon shills are going to be kind of clamoring at this, being like, oh my god, did you guys see what just happened in the announcement? No. Most of it is fucking garbage. And this comes from a place of love. All right, I got plenty of Pokemon merch scattered all across my room. I'll have a special guest join me, who just so happens to be a Pokemon, right? And yeah, just let's get into the Pokemon Presents and what they had to offer for us. Most of it was, again, pretty bad. So I'm gonna kind of skip through most of it. We'll see some snippets, but yeah, let me make sure the volume is where it needs to be. Bump that up, lower this bitch over here so I don't have to worry about the audio. Let's see. That's good me. Yep, Pokemon Presents.
Hi Pokemon trainers, I'm Chris Brown from the Pokemon Company International. Today, I'm excited to share details about the 2025 Pokemon World Championship. Coming to Anaheim,
Pokemon Presents,
California,
tournaments being on there.
Broadcast available in multiple
Pokemon
links.
tournament, yes.
Are you okay?
Thanks, I'm fine.
Some small snippet stuff. They got some announcements about the
that guy's totally her
Pokemon
ex, no doubt.
Concierge, new episodes coming out. From there, we got this guy as well.
In Bristol, England. Now, at Aardman, we have created award-winning stories with iconic characters. Now, we have the pleasure of partnering with Pokemon on an exciting new stop-motion animated series. We'll be putting some very special Pokemon front and center as the heroes of our show, and it will be set in a region which is very close to our hearts. It will give a
As we can see, this deals with Wooloo, Pichu, Surfetch. That's pretty much it. Not really too crazy on everything. Granted, this is stop motion, so it's pretty badass. But yeah, Surfetch and Pichu. What a crazy fucking thing. Anyways, this guy comes back on. You know, this is probably one of the better things I saw announced. Was this Pokepark Kanto, which basically is gonna be a long-standing amusement park centered around Pokemon and other cool little things with that. As you can see, it's going to be located in the Inagi City, Tokyo. Kawasaki City, Kanagawa Prefecture. That's pretty badass. I know we had something like that back in the early 2000s with a small little amusement park they had set up with Rayquaza.
Pokemon has grown so much
Gen 3
thanks to
Pokemon
lots
back,
of support from many people.
Yeah, cool.
So we wanted to make a place everyone
can you please
could come
tell us
together and enjoy.
what else you're gonna do with the new stuff coming out?
And where
Because
people
all this is
and
garbage.
Pokemon can have fun
Again,
together.
good amusement park,
That wish prompted
but
us to begin
most
work
people
on
won't
a
be able to
world
see it,
where
at least
Pokemon
here in the
truly
States
exist.
or even anywhere else if you're not in Japan.
Like Pokemon.
Yes, announced that you're gonna have Pokemon in the woods. Pretty cool. I'm sure these animatronics will look nice. But
encounters.
Anyways, yeah, Pokepark Kanto. Not much to really say about it, again, other than the fact that it's mostly Kanto Pokemon that you see, other than a few others kind of scattered around. What else you got to announce for us? Oh yeah, let me see. A bunch of mobile games that people really don't give a shit. Yes, Pokemon Go. That's alright, They got some Gigantamax stuff going through. Pokemon Masters EX, oh lovely, just what we needed. Fucking Carmine. No, pretty bad. Of course, Pokemon Cafe, Boo, Pokemon Sleep, some more stuff. Pokemon Unite, new characters and Tommy and their family coming in pretty soon. Mega Evolutions, new deck coming out. Alright, I'm sure that's not going to be fucking scalped to oblivion. Like
Next,
every
please take a
fucking
look at this video.
thing that we've been seeing from Charlie and other, creators. And then here's one of their new mobile games that they made. It's basically a puzzle game that when you finish these little puzzle games, you get a Pokédoll for it, and you're able to decorate your little room or whatever with it. It's like, all right, this is all right for kids, but
Solve puzzles and
I don't
get
know.
your
This is
daily
really
aha moment.
not what Pokemon fans
Use
wanted.
the plush you get from solving puzzles
You would think
to decorate your
they would
in-game
better
plush
themselves
rooms.
in making sure the game's, quality's up there, performance, graphics.
Pokemon
Instead,
Friends.
they're worried about something like this, Pokemon Friends. And again, just really sad. Why do you guys gotta be focusing on all the
Tangle
wrong
your
things?
series.
Um,
When playing on
what else
Nintendo
do we
Switch
got?
2,
oh
you'll
yes,
be able
look, they're
to
telling
enjoy
us
smoother movement.
everything smoother movement and even sharper graphics. Maybe something you should have had from the jump. Because the fact that they're trying to promote the whole Switch 2, which as it is with their current user agreements where they can also break your system if you buy games that previously didn't obviously owned by you and they were owned by somebody else, and sometimes there's a bunch of pirated copies being sold on like Facebook Marketplace, eBay and stuff like that. I just think this is lackluster. Until they change the user agreements, the Switch 2 is not looking to be a very consumer-friendly console at all. And not to mention the price tag, pretty fucking high up there. Now, if they do a 180, kind of like what they did with the 3DS back in the day, where they had it priced really expensive, and then, after a while, they were just like, you know what, we're going to dock it down quite a bit because nobody's buying it. I would say that'd be the catalyst for it right now, but unfortunately it did sell surprisingly well, even with all the grievances people have. So yes, they have some terrestrial raid stuff. This one is pretty fucking crazy. So you got the shiny treasures of ruin, and the fucked up thing I would say about this is that yes, you get to finally get the shinies for Wo-Chen, Chen-Pao, Ting-Lu, and Chi-Yu, but that doesn't really make. He says everybody needs to defeat it up to 1,000,000 times. Now, is this saying each one of them needs to be defeated 1,000,000 times before you can capture it, or is it just all of them need to be, in totality a whole 1,000,000 times? I don't know. It very vague, kind of. Let's see what it says there. In order to be received in future territory battles, total number of victories achieved by all participating trainers must collectively meet or exceed 1,000,000 before the conclusion of a given Pokemon's event period. So yeah, it looks like you need to defeat each of them 1,000,000 times, obviously as a collective, until you're actually able to capture them, which it's pretty shit, not gonna lie. Pretty fucking shit. Oh look, some more base bullshit fucking
allow me
costumes,
to share some
outfits.
information.
This, the only thing that I think about
In this
Pokemon
title, you can
Champions
enjoy the battle.
game that they got coming out soon is the only good part about it is that you can bring your Pokemon from home to this to be able to battle, but the fact that it's free is a little bit of a concern to me. Obviously the graphics aren't the same as it
Know
would
and
be
love from the Pokemon series on your
with
Nintendo
Scarlet and
Switch
Violet,
or
because they really
mobile
had
device.
some good graphics with the Scarlet
You
and
can
Violet
invite your
stuff.
previous Pokemon partners to join
Obviously,
the
the
action
Pokemon
by
had,
linking with Pokemon Home. Or
textures
you
like
can find new partners
scales,
to battle
or
alongside
like
you
the
right away
electric,
from
sorry,
within
metal
Pokemon
Pokemon
Champions.
actually looked shiny. Yeah, this is where it
You
gets
can
pretty
recruit
stupid.
Pokemon to your
You
team
can
to battle
recruit Pokemon
alongside
with
you.
this.
It's up to you which Pokemon to choose. Recruit
You gotta earn some currency in the game to be able to recruit these guys. But it's just like most of these fucking Pokemon have been in the rounds for so long. You should have them, and if you're not able to connect Pokemon Home, this significantly diminishes, I would say, your enjoyment of this game. Yes, it is just battle focused, but there's Pokemon Showdown. right? This is supposed to be basically compete with Pokemon Showdown because you're able to terrestrialize Mega, presumably use Z moves as well. And so I said terrestrialize, Mega, Gigantamax, and Dynamax Pokemon, right? So, again, you could just do this in Pokemon Showdown, so I don't know.
Pokemon you're
It's
interested in, and
kind of
form a
behind the
T-Joy
times,
rank
I'm not gonna lie.
New way
Yeah,
to
yeah,
and
yeah.
easily
Okay,
enjoyed
cool.
than
Yeah,
ever.
this is what's neat about it. At least you can train some Pokemon. So maybe if you want to put in your Pokemon from home, put them on this, EV train them to where you want, and then take them out of there and put them somewhere else. That's probably the only plus I can see to this. But most of this is not. It's not very good. I'm not gonna lie.
Teach your Pokemon moves that bring.
Yeah. Finally, stuff with Legends. Yeah, yes, please. I'll let this one kind of play out most of it though. That just made more people want to commit suicide, I'm not gonna lie. That was pretty fucking bad. Because people were just like, oh my god, I'm depressed too. I wanna, you know, like. Yeah, no, that was really bad. I'm not gonna lie. I'm keeping this in though. I know, side note, who gives a shit? As it is, this is fucking garbage. Oh yeah, look at this fucking Mega. Yeah, look at the best part, guys. Look at this. Oh my god! No, I'm just kidding. That's what everybody fucking shilling was doing. Just fucking busting their balls over here for this shit. And personally, I just saw it and I was disappointed. Even my wife was just looking at it like, really? That's all they did? They put fucking wings on its head? When, you know, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna put a bunch of fucking images here of what could have been for Mega Dragonite. But instead, they gave us this lackluster version of him. Oh my god, he's got wings on his head. He's got Dragonair's tail. Yeah, that's pretty fucking sad. I'm not gonna lie. Because why is it that fan art or just fan concepts of this kind of stuff blows all this shit out the water? And maybe because Pokemon was like, you know what? We can't copy these people. We can't pay these guys a decent amount so that way we can use their designs. So instead, we're gonna just completely fucking neuter the concept. It's like, yeah, I don't give a shit if it is a fairy dragon type, which I guarantee it is. That was garbage. And like, look, you see the other Megas, right, that they got, and they do alter quite a bit of the
Pokemon
pre-existing
Legends Z.
fucking design. I mean, Mega Steelix, right? It's got the crystals and other shit rotating around it. Mega Scizor, right? Improves upon what it is. Mega Bayonet definitely goes more on the creepy factor, badass, I would say. Yes, you have some that don't alter it as much, like Mega Alakazam or Mega Gengar. But it's because those Pokemon only need a little bit more tweaks just to be better in their design. What they did to Mega Dragonite, it's just despicable. I'm not gonna lie.
Yay. We'd like to introduce
Yeah. So we already know.
After you arrive
Here's your
at the
new
DOC,
friend.
Either
You got
Urbane
as your
or
rival.
Tawny will invite you to join Team MZ.
Yep, Team MZ.
There's Naveen,
Wow.
this crew. You can
Fashionistas.
explore the city
And again,
find
maybe
lots
you know
of
the
Pokemon
the
to add to your
customization
party.
might be better than Scarlet and Violet. Yeah, I mean, something
you
about
advance
this
in the DA
just feels significantly more shallow than Legends Arceus, where you are literally transported into the past. You're the current protagonist from, Sinnoh, that gets thrown all the way back into the past, and you're basically the reason why Sinnoh turns into what it is, right? You fix disagreements between the Diamond and Pearl clan. You literally are quelling the oh my god, I forgot what they're called, but the Pokemon that are enraged, right, where we get Cleavor and all this other stuff. That was some of the best stuff, is that we got new evolutions for Pokemon that really needed it, like Stantler, Basculin, Quillfish. I was like blinking on his fucking name for a minute. Obviously Cleavor is a really 50-50, with some people kind of see it as like a worse version of Scizor, obviously, because it's just a rock bug, not steel bug. Braviary was badass. Sneasler, it has its place, but you go from that to this, and I don't necessarily know if they're going to be adding anything new as far as new Pokemon. I know there's some leaks going around that there are going to be some more Megas, but Megas are not a standing tradition in the Pokemon company as it is, right? Like, yes, they do sell more compared to all the other gimmicks, but as we've seen with Game Freak, and what they choose to do is, we're just going to keep it between these games, and then once we go to our new region with a new gimmick, whether it be Z moves, Dynamax, Terrestrialization, Megas aren't involved with that, other than with the Z moves, which that was kind of hard transition for them. But this, I just don't see where they're going with this. Yes, it's in the future. It's taking place after X and Y, but I don't know. It's just disappointing to see what they're fucking trying to hype up here for some people. And there are people going crazy for this. I am not one of them. I am very critical about everything they're doing right now, because it seems their focus is elsewhere. And evidently so, with what they seem to be presenting to us. I've seen better. I've seen them do better. Black and White 2 was one of the best fucking Pokemon games they ever had. And, you had the whole Pokemon World Tournament. You had them introduce new forms for some Pokemon. Obviously, the introduction of old Pokemon into this region, which definitely made the replayability of Black and White 2 way better than Black and White. Then you have the other added context with all the legendaries you're able to catch, which were in the fucking game. No special service needed. You didn't need to do some kind of raid for it or any kind of bullshit. They had their own overworld sprites, where nowadays they don't really do that, obviously, because we have their 3D models. But I feel like their passion has gone downhill. And whoever these new people are, the Gen Zers, no, the Zoomers are not pulling through for fucking Pokemon right now.
Royale, battles against powerful trainers await.
And then the other thing that you really love to see when you were playing Legends Arceus was all the ancestors connected to current people. You got to see who the ancestors for Mars and Jupiter were. You got to see people like Crash Wake's ancestors, or even Wolfric's ancestors. You had so much fucking potential back then, and maybe now I'm more on the bandwagon of maybe you should have just stuck with doing legend stuff in the past. The future stuff, it really ain't landed, in my opinion, but maybe I'm just on my own with that.
The members of Team
Yeah. Corby, whatever his fucking name was. Nah, dude. Enjoy your life in the city with style. Oh my god, you can style it up. Again, I bet you there's no voice acting still. How fucking behind are they on that shit? When you had current fucking Switch games that had voice acting, like Mario Odyssey, Legend of Zelda, just to name a few. It's not hard to do voice acting, and for whatever fucking reason Game Freak is holding back on that and really doesn't want to, I guess, pay some voice actors. Again, you have the people from the anime. You could literally just have them do voice acting for the fucking game and that'd be it. But for whatever fucking reason, they don't want to do that. And it's just bullshit at this point, because it's like, you have the means, you have the fucking money to do so. Pokemon is the highest fucking franchise in the world, right? Because you got merch from the TCG, the video games, the anime, all the physical merch, as well as now in amusement parks and stuff like that. Why can they not afford voice acting? And anybody who tries to be like, oh, well, it's a charm that they've always had, that, they don't have voice acting, you just read the text or whatever, blah, blah. It was passable up until the 3DS. But once they went onto the main fucking console, it should have been implemented, right? You saw that with Sword and Shield, where you got, I already forgot his fucking name, but the Dark Gym Leader, right? Who's over here singing and shit. He's singing, but he has no fucking words coming out. You even had in Black and White 2, with Roxy. She was actually singing the fucking song right there. The P-O-K-E-M Pokemon thing, whatever. Like, that was simple, and that was on the fucking DS. And for some reason, they just can't fucking do that nowadays. I'm frustrated with that shit. I'm really fucking frustrated with that shit. So yeah, the other reoccurring character we got is Emma, which I would have preferred Looker come back, but whatever. I guess she's all right. Troublesome.
Mabel.
Oh, also one of the Team Flare executives or whatever the fucking names was. She's over here helping you out. It's this bitch right here.
The acting director of the Pokemon
Yeah,
Research
Mabel.
Lab.
Yeah, again, no, such a forgettable
By catching
fucking name.
Pokemon, you
Yeah.
Rogue.
Oh yeah, they're
These
mega evolving on their
so-called
own.
mega
Oh
evolved
no.
Pokemon can't
So bad, so sad. Oh my god, get this motherfucker out of here. I swear to god. I'm gonna put it on, look. More pictures of what we could have had. Because what they gave us is fucking disappointing. It's just sad. Anybody over here trying to hype up Mega fucking Dragonite, you're coping. You really are shilling for a company that can give a rat's ass about you. It's just nonsensical at this point.
One newly discovered Mega Evolved Pokemon, Mega Dragonite, has distinctive Dragonair-like features, like wings on its head and a pearl on its tail.
No, I'm gonna stop it there. That, again, we didn't need it to have fucking Dragonair features like that, right? We could have had a nice, badass, or even still a cute-looking dragon without what they fucking did. I even saw another concept that all they did was move the fucking wings from its head back to its back and then put the small wings on its head, and that fixes quite a bit of its look. As it is, as my wife pointed out, after I told her that they had done terrestrialization fairy type stuff where it's a heart with 2 wings on its head as the crown, that's basically what they did with Mega Dragonite. All they did was just keep the wings on its fucking head. It's all I see it is just a very sad implementation for what could have been a really nice Mega. And then obviously you got the whole, Mega Flygon. I swear to God, if Mega Flygon doesn't come out, it really just shows how not creative they are with these Megas. It's not hard. People can have done so much better. People have done better. They've definitely hired people from America and other places that have design, as it is with Black and White was one of the first times they hired someone from the US to actually design Pokemon. hire some more, because for fuck's sake, whatever you guys are doing over there, smoking, whatever, for these designs, it's not there. It's really sad to say. Oh, where we at? Damn, we're already at 25 minutes. Yeah, no, I'm pretty fucking upset with it. Sorry. This was a long one. Was really frustrating to see everything that kind of went down with the Pokemon Presents. Only a handful of things I thought were pretty interesting. Pokemon Park Kanto, the 2 animation stuff, the concierge and Surf Edge stuff. But Mega fucking Dragonite. I'm sorry, that shit is still playing back in my head now, just how horribly designed it was. But let me know, am I an outlier or do you agree? Again, this channel is controversial. It doesn't have the opinions of the common, not all the time at least. But let me know, what do y'all think? Are you happy? Are you excited? Or are you upset and worried for where it's going? That being said, it's been Shinigami signing out. Y'all have a good night, good evening, and good morning. I will see you next time. Bye.